There's an idea out there that if you just accept your speech impediment, that you're going to become that much more fluent in your life, since not the brain stops actually allocating a lot of resources in order to even address the blocks or stuttering altogether, and that ends up actually stopping the stuttering altogether, and now you feel a lot more free mentally, and then you start speaking your mind because now there are no more thoughts inside of your brain of you stuttering or that fear of stuttering. This makes a lot of sense, guys. It makes an insane amount of sense, but it's completely wrong, unfortunately. I know it is very unfortunate. The problem is that stuttering itself is caused and not by a psychological cause. It is not caused by a fear of some kind. It is not something that you have to even accept in order to actually stop the problem itself, because stuttering is caused by a short-circuited signal in the brain. It is a processing problem that has ended up taking place behind the scenes. So this is exactly why, even if somebody practices acceptance, even if somebody practices a lot of meditation, for example, even if somebody practices acceptance over and over and over again of their speech impediment, and they stop actually even caring about rejection, for example, it is not going to stop their speech impediment, guys. We really have to think about this exactly why. Since stuttering is not caused by fear, stuttering is not caused by a psychological problem of some kind. It is actually caused by a short-circuited signal. So even if somebody actually meditates a lot, the only way on how to stop your stuttering is by not having that short-circuited signal. And again, this is happening inside of muscle memory. It is a habit. So it is exactly why the brain has to relearn how to stop short-circuiting that signal, and then you start becoming a lot more fluent. And yes, of course, if you are actually curious, that short-circuited signal is the movement of the mouth before the intentionality on you attempting on saying a particular word out loud. Okay, so this is why the brain has to relearn on how to actually move the mouth to the right position first before the intent on speaking. It has to relearn the timing of it. Obviously, the brain already knows how to actually move the mouth exactly where it has to be, except it's the timing of it in relation with the intent on speaking. So this is exactly why the brain has to buy itself more time in order to actually move the mouth exactly where it has to be. Okay, the brain already knows exactly how, to purse the lips for the P sound, for example. Okay, the brain already knows how to actually move the mouth for various corresponding sounds, for example, right? Except it is the timing that it has to get down, and it has to master that. It has to wait until that final starting position has been reached in order to then attempt on saying the word out loud. Stuttering is a timing game, guys. You have to time it right in order to speak better. That first signal has to happen, and then afterwards that second signal has to happen. And that second signal is, of course, you trying to actually say the word. Okay, that is the intent of you saying the word out loud.